saa nneɛma no nyinaa ɛne bebrebe yɛka ho ɛna update news yɛde ɛbrɛ wo enti no ansa na yɛbɛtwa yɛn ho na yaba bɛbɔ wuram ankasa no ensɛm a ɛnɛ yɛbɛka bi no ebi ɛne sɛ Iran for eguso a ɔmne Israel and US ɛde ɛbɔ ani ɛwɔmde esi hɔ a ɔmo fire multiple waves of missiles ɛde akɔto Israel for nso avow seriously say Iran for ebetua so ɛka Yemen Houthi enso ɛyɛ rebels ya ɔmo nso ɛkɔde ma Iran for ɔmo nso ɛde ɔmo ho abɛgye konima ekoso gidigidi pa ewo ho eno ho enso ensem na Spain for nso ɔmo akrosi ɔmo airspace ni nyina ne se ɔmo mpene ama US for enyusa airspace no emfa ene Iran for enko Egypt president Abdullah Fattah al-Sisi or say President Donald Trump ye oye American president ono nko ani nipa obetumi astope okon na ekoso ewo Middle East ho na efe the oil la ho akwa atwe ewo Middle East ho aze Ghana ebe kakra ye so ye ho ebetire ye ho etire ye ba no aha ye be kom hu ensem na Nigeria for nso se no moto oil ewo baabi a omo toto fertilizer ne ade free Russia ho pe akodie nyina free Russia ho eno so ho nsem no ye be kan South Africa ene ye my Ghana for so according to reports no ye turn it to Dangote refinery so ho ensem yentimi sorry abra yenka objectophilia so asem ya enipa omo pese omo ware enipa omo pese omo ware object enipa bitumi ware aboa obi tumi ware edua ho nsem so ene ye de bi ebeba entime pa cha wo de enko ba bia tenase na yentwa ye ho bra ye ba ebewura
Mobile tent, Mama Campaya Dampa.
Mobile tent. Ray a new product at Yaba, a boy or monfo nyina. So they say a dime boy I day, no who would have back and in Tuntumaba, not Ghana, and Nipe Bressa, mobile tent, Abba Papa. Baby, I will be a Utimida, so we'll dream, so we'll call meeting, so far, sorry, watch night to be now, we'll call, so we'll call mountains, we'll call train ready and baby, I will call beer over to the mobile tent. I call, you have born a kitty, say the city, and what's a bit in their show bag, over to the ability, and the aqua come mobile tent. You want a different sizes. You want a nipa 2 betting them. You want a 6 betting them. You want a nipa 8. And so betting them. And to more also corner. Obey baby at the camera. I'm a tomo. And so embomo and tuntum so enemo. More beer and more beer and hamade. Wabra madam. Mobile tent and so oh baby all over Ghana. You bet me I delivering the bell. Oka bako krana. You be delivering the abba. So oka bomb aton so. Baby will be an ebeti ma package. Near the maka. Near the bro. No wait to me aton the prefer.
Mobile tent no. Yes, sir. Your Holiness TV premises. I walk there at Drebehi off Offensive Road. Your opposite Cordier Police Station. Your number is 0532 890 479. And I say 0548 008 749.
Baby, I will be at mobile tent on Sabbath.
Say one ko baby na was stay tuned to your TV na meno edi search medie na emumu yensem ni bi no ene etirimoden nsem no ma me nhya se wo na memfa enko 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 2 honum na wo ka say enipa ebe greedy enipa ebe selfish and then enipa be lovers of money saa de ne nyina esisi ya ehwere se Awurade Yesu Kristo emaaye no eduru so yemra Ghana ya yenkwachi yemra Ghana ya na eno na video bi circulate e social media ne so ya intosa emaa ne biton e wodwom enwansena esisi ntosi ne so se ntosi de enwansa esi so anka de be ya enwansena esi ntosi ne so rutum se enwansa ne si ntosi ne so a na omo awu omo si so a aboa bia wode wano ebe ho kan ntosi ne wo se wuwo ni nyina so aye ensam a se amanfo edi hu abobo pa e wo social media de so a enipa bebre anuguma wo mo ka se fe die wan hwa ye se kura ye nkodi die yenkodidie ya na ye kunkun ye ho ya na ye kunkun ye ho etirimodin enani patipa ye den enipa etim ayeden this is the prophecy e fulfill wo yen time ye kire se Awurade Yesu Kristo wo ba or say people will be greedy, people will be selfish, people will be lovers of money, and we are selfish. How can you even do this? Said this time pa wo hwe hawa ndura ye de hye ye nuane a ye di a adofonom ano eden papa na mame samfa wo another video in that same story no ya orange bia onipa ton ma nipa be ye fan say nto se ne kra de ebia nto so ne kra de wo to a utumi ekonoa kakra utumi konoa kakra na ebia sa wo ye obi a wo pe bankuni mokote samedia na ne asamato ope benko ni mokodi a ene se ne wonno obetwi ne rosa na wotwi a emse saa dan de si de obesi arora ne no enya asem teto o de mienhwe video ye no so eboye ye o de mienhwe video ye no so eboye ye orange sa obi ton a eno orange ne di se wo hye ne color orange a ye hye ne color orange a ye so ye anka na anka ye ne ye hoya so ye anka de shakale na color na manani na ye tin wo so na anka wo anka ye de na nsusu ne ya shankala die na eba so owiase die pa na ekoso owiase a die pa na ekoso owiase a this is a prophecy this is a prophecy say nipa is selfish people don't care about anybody lovers of money onu ni sika na wo gina na ihia no enti no kala ye de shanka enti ko to na bontia ma mi shanka ni bi nkodi shanka ya shanka ni bi nkodi we die yenti bi aho abakosem edenta anyina ye bresu esisi etrese believe we are the last generation Awurade Yesu Kristo eba ye bresu emumu yensem doso etimodin sem doso this is anka wo toya na wudie o we wonkonwa wo toya na wudie o we wonkonwa so ensem no ya etrese we are in the end time seriously we are in the end time and some of us were and nipa nwene te say nipa biem sabe nipa dwene te say emoa because how can you even do this we there na wo ton anka wo ton na wo ton wa wonim say wa wonim na wo ton because of your selfish interest so we benye skanti second Timothy chapter 3 verse 2 every year yensan kwa saa story ni mamu ani ehwe oba bi nso ono so woton nam e wodwom enam no wode mosquito spray na spray nam no ni nyina ne se ose wo kun wansana na free nam no so enam aye kworiye enam aye kworiye wode mosquito spray mo hwe ena wo spray ne fe guso no ena wo se no wadwe ye o se wanya ade bi a ibi na papa bi a wakoto awo de be ye yes ya contaminate no yes ya contaminate no people are dying of cancer people are dying of cancer nyama brain diseases ne just a kidney failure brain diseases ne just a kidney failure say obi ni obi nti se woto na wanya wo kana wo dwuma na me pastor Abraham we so na match the saffron on the 2nd to 5th year where yanim ya Bright and Pure Ministry rather nam na ko a Pastor College so at the Easter convention eba mesraw bra ne betie rade nyankopon asem na bebi awiase adru no etwa se yɛhwehwɛ Kristo ankasa yie na saa story no de medi ebetwa to e wo saa story nim no ɛyɛ paint bi nso a ɛno nso aba abɔnten so a according to a Greater Accra Ghana Standard Authority no omo kyerɛ sɛ saa paint na abedwa so no paint ne sɛ wohua bi kura na etimi ema cancer ebeto wo so enti saa video we de mepacho mepesa mbobɔ ameyetie kakra enti mommo ankasa na momyentie saa video no ensɛm a ɛkɔ so a very short video yentie ensɛm ɛkɔ so.
You can't tell what is already contaminated.
We will move from here to the factory, but then the shop has to
respect to Clement. This man is so professional.
Ana udeka so umia de adapa yanko enti eno eye video a esi asema esi ewo crime memu ya Ghana Standard Authority for akwa so saa mami enye onu nko an ton paint no na mepacho ye lay person a sabi o ye nim bibia fa paint ho de ni ma ne say yakọ shop na ye see ye to paint ye de ko paint ye dan ye be den wo se saa paint ya wo mo chi nkrofo ye no bia ana say ye be den ye be ho die krabo na ekoso wiase die pa na ekoso wiase according to omo statement a omo de ebae no omo kire se wonyem mpo na saa paint wutumi hwia bi ko mu a wanhwa obenya miscarriage paint contain lead na saa lead no ma ye hwehwema hu se very harmful very poisonous de manipa enti ne eni kwan se saa de no moton na so wo moton ye nipa eto enti ebia na obi kura free na kura ase ene wo ba kuru no wa be di ni dua wa totɔ ni paint wo ko paint ni dan na ni je age no wo ko paint ni dan na so na paint a wo de kɔ no ekoku na busua ekoku na mma ye na enti we pa anya rade Yesu Kristo na eba na mumu yensem na adoso a de we na nsi very hardly say ebesi enti eno so muyensem ne nipa ya selfish nipa ya very greedy nipa say ya nwini ye hu nipa ho na ewiase the way esi ekɔ no trend na ekɔ no eno edi adanse say Erade Yesu Kristo wo ba enti no the Ghana Standard Authority has shut down several shops at Adabraka. I'm hoping say bi kura na ye kase bi ana bi okumase na duru no munduru ha na wo beye den kura hu se paint ya mekoto ye contain sa lady ya wo mo kan bi adofo mo ye nhwe ye mo ma ye nhwe ye papa na bebi a ewiase eduru ne mpompon so a ayehu ankasa enti no ma ye nkɔ Israel ene US ene Iran enso ho update no yemura honso kakra na eno na within the week there has been an exchange of weapons, missiles, eko right and left, eko basa back and front from Iran na ebiso eko Israel na ebiso eko US military bases and so na eno na Iran for fire multiple waves of missile to Israel Israel for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu avow very seriously say Iran for ebetua soka. I think the last week more na there was a report that say Iran for the US yes some kind of deal bia ebema sumdue etimi aba e wo san tokwana e koso no but no kwesema e wom ne say President Donald Trump cry no or say e koso de bibi e koso bi sa den so onye very assured say asumdue ana say entiase ebetumi aye adwuma e wo ho sa enti Yemen Houthi enso so a omo nso omo ye rebel chese omo ye akofo atuturo akofo ankasa chese eba ne sekentwa etuo to ene ade a omo de amudi mu akotene eno na wo mo so for the first time a month after US and Israel forces began striking Iran no sa Yemen Houthi fue omo so omo de omo hu abegim na no na omo brigadier general Yahya Sari or a military spokesman said in a broadcast on Houthi satellite that the attack would continue until the aggression against all fronts of the resistance cease. And according to Yemen Houthi, almost spokesperson, or say, in fact, attack now more attacking Israel and the US bases in the it will continue. They don't know when it will stop. It will continue until say the resistance, the aggression against all fronts of the resistance, it be easy. And so we don't know when this war is going to end. But when this war to me end as soon as possible, now you can add of one of the attorneys say. It can bring the third world war scenario. It can bring the third world war scenario. Yeah, you can once a man, papa. A radian coupon shana koa, Pastor Paul J. Enti a radia koa, Wamaya who said, there be a some way may refer me capa. Say, third world war, a rapture no, a bebon sound. Third World War. The moment you see Third World War, then you're prepared to say rapture no. Any Third World War ni bebo nsa ho. Erade Yesu Kristo beba be fa ne ma efrem quickly, very fast. Sa asem no mesere mo ba ye fa nto yetimu pa. Say erade Nyankopon beba fie na Middle East ntokwa no etu etwa to entwa na se de enkrofo beba bam ya omo se omo kire se omo nya ntokwa ya de ensem bebre ebeba ewo ho na eno na Egypt President Abdullah Fattah al-Sisi wa urge US President Donald Trump say won't stop Iran war. In fact, President Donald Trump nkoa ne betumi amantokwa no eto etwa say he could do so and warned that fear of the oil price going above $200 per barrel. And according to Egypt president, was say President Donald Trump, in fact, one tries to stop one and yes, sir. She see the oil previously it was $100 per barrel, but she say no, skyrocketed. They are $200 per barrel, $200 per barrel, they are what we are saying. Into one shen one your home baby. President Donald Trump, I can send be a ehu pa the may we say, na ehu the mammy no me no. Nina and say, a US president said he could take the oil in Iran and possibly seize the country's major fuel hub of Cat Island. He said, to be honest with you, my favorite thing is to take the oil in Iran, but some stupid people in the US say, why are you doing that? When asked about Iranian defense on the island, he said, I don't think they have any defense. We could take it very easily. Nina said, President Donald Trump said, Cat Island, and I said, Island, Cat Island, yeah, Iran for or more oil facility away. President Donald Trump said, what person was just oil, no, what Jeffrey woman said. Then my question is that Iran for before the woman arms a general say US for embed or more oil facility, no, or more magic just like that, and I say, a dear baby, the worst scenario, and I said, dear bit me a sinner say, woman penny. na wɔn mpene na wɔn hwɛ na sɛ wɔn ha wɔn de ne ntumi a they will seek for support. And mind you say Iran any Israel for ewa anyonkofa, yeah, they have military partnership. Iran for any Russia for ewa military partnership. Enti no se koba say Iran for ehun echire wo in the worst scenario, Russia will come in. And there is a report and so say already China for air supply Iran for with support ewa Middle East wa mo so air bomb na ntokwa na omo ne US ene Israel for air kono omo so omo tumi ne Israel for ne US for akom. Enti China gradually they are coming into the war. Russia can come into the war because they are providing surveillance. Yeah, satellites almost provide them Iran for to be targeting US bases precisely. And also yeah, another thing they work on. Now their proxies are coming in. Metre say omo akofo nkete no eba. And so the worst scenario is that hey, and tokwa we nyankopon amwa wiase a. The bebe wiase no dofo. But onim edwane kwabia ne ye ba akopɛ. Erade Yesu Kristo entaba na se. Enti no mesrew. On the 2nd to 5th year we enemy. Bright MP Wellness Ministry. The land of salvation. Be shia erade akɔ Pastor Paul J. Na ewieye bree mu erade ahyeda frɛ no sɛ wɔn bɛka erade adwene nkyerɛ ye. Wɔn bɛkyerɛ ye nkwan no. Na yentimi endwane. Na se empofiri mu a rapture ne ba yenya baabi de yakra akoto. Eti saa asemi na President Donald Trump waka say ewoni tim na nani je ho say obesizi the Iran oil. When you talk about Iran obo Iran dia omo no to them no there are two things that omo want to say in their lives and Iran din nyina no nyama mienu na omo no very important to them. That is their uranium weapon. And not dear Iran phone to me impresso dasemo meje. That is the reason why I'm out to say you in Korea but US is giving Iran some steps to be or moon follow. Another options to be a bit to me amount of but Iran is not ready to say or may align with some US for Ekan. And to talk about the oil is another very important key to Iran people. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the deceased supreme leader of Iran, or no one baby ekwe. And to acquire Ayatollah coin, now it was to protect that uranium. It was to protect their oil. This is the case. What person would get oil in every woman? What person would get the uranium? A bad thing. That is why ya kase entokwana ekosu ewo midi isi wono no. Erade nyankopon emboa yeyi na anye sadia. Na hwese de beba no na enye asem papa. According to reports no, South Africa, Ghana, others tend to Dangote refinery. And several African countries, including South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, are turning to Nigeria's Dangote refinery as fuel supplies from the Middle East tighten follow disruption link. Medical can say, Santokoi sa etuancha. Na the Strait of Hormuz wano, kwanya mbetum, ema oil na ntumi amfiri ho. Anko Europe countries na ebi amba ha. Oil ho beye den. Se mi free krom adami tu kwan ena mi kwesi keje tia. Na sidie me husi pa me aza na mi di beduru aha no. Wo befa ka na nte be yi. Na oil so ho aye den na yi mate fo ni driver fo yi be charge wo. Enipa ho be pa wo mo. Enipa ho be kire ye ho be kire ye. Ye ho be kire ye. Enti South Africa, any Ghana, and other African countries, so say no, or more turning to Dangote refinery, Dangote Nigeria, and so or more air copemwa, Sebeya, they can keep SARS scarcity, no, ama or you air bear deno. na etimi aboa. Na mamemfa wo enko Nigeria. Nigeria import from Russia of animal or vegetable fertilizer. According to report, Russia will provide a fertilizer shipment to Nigeria free of charge. Free of charge. Unim Russia for any Nigeria for a kind of friendship. Yeah. What kind of friendship? Awurade akwa Pastor Paul J amyati asese. Wonim se ntokwa na ebekọ so ewo Middle East where we are hoping say be a third world war be sha see everyone. Alliance o. Alliance and ebe form we be the two side we many way na ebo me say there already we know about BRICS. Yeah, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, this 6 countries, form a group from BRICS. Now automatically they are going to be in one side. Sa pepe enetie ama mai bebrebe na ebe join warm entini ebe say alliance na e form, and this time no hwe niam esisi na the current trend that echoes will be as especially Iran, US and Israel talk we share say to say alliance na e form. Alliance na e form, and that is when Nigeria for so over there was one video be a Nigeria for a peja Russia flags omo chant for Russia just omo ta Russia omo Russia for you free akasa. And I'm not surprised as okun bi kure si we as Nigeria people will join Russia. Yes, they can join Russia. And in Russia for so omo brand Nigeria for say animal and vegetable fertilizer free of charge. And the shipment biba by Nigeria to deliver 300,000 tons of animal and vegetable fertilizer. And we have fertilizer who by your day. Say them can the Strait of Hormuz in your oil one the faho, the fertilizer, the nyama be faho. Into Nigeria for no, say na things that they are playing smart. Just say what they night in the end, and go to Russia. And they say no most so genius free Russia. And also ensem enono mamento aso kakra wa ha say or say Russia embassy in Abuja told the news that the fight against Islamists in the country has already gone beyond domestic effort and the security situation in Nigeria is critical. According to Russia diplomatic mission, Nigeria is interested in Russia weapons primarily because of the large-scale challenge. And Nigeria force said they are very interested in Russia weapons. Once they say, Marshall say, weapons, the free Russia. I'm hoping said they make an over say, I'm always over alliance na form, alliance na form, and or according to almost say, sa Islamic sa jihadists ne sa ne mantusuafo ne Boko Haram ne hwanhwafo na ewo ho no just say aginsem nti they are interested in Russia weapons. Yeah, Russia for emfa weapons emfa embre wo mo ewo ho but obegina sa asem we so na mama ye twa ye ho aba ye ba bacho ye beto aso.
Meeting. So far, sorry, watch night to be now. So call mountain.
Awurade Nyankopɔn onhyira obi mpa Awurade Nyankopɔn onhyira. Enti no ensɛm a ɛkɔso ɛwɔ ewiase ya ɛkyerɛ sɛ Awurade Yesu Kristo wɔ ba ɛna yɛde bi ɛbrɛw ɛwɔ update news ɛso. Enti no we nyina di adanse sɛ Awurade Yesu Kristo wɔ ba paa na Middle East ntɔkwa ne so no yɛbɔ mpae sɛ Awurade Nyankopɔn bɛma asomdwie ɛde aba ɛwɔ Middle East hɔ. Enti no because of the oil air shortage, Saudi Arabia diverted oil through pipeline on Red Sea coast. Means sailing past Yemen. And say because of Strait of Hormuz na Iran forte so now one person oil ever for other countries in it. Saudi Arabia, according to reports, or more diverted oil through pipeline via a Red Sea coast. So, and Philippians, so say we call Philippians as well. Almost so oil why dear much as so much choose days. Yeah, ube to me etuka nipa ebe to me Africa ako ejumemo. And the oil shortages ho emframa bo wiase pa se dem di kan no e de aho kyerɛ kɛseɛ ebebe wiase mame enkasa story we say Iran is warning the US that it will confront and defeat any ground assault as thousands of US Marines and soldiers arrive in the region. And US for gusua omode Marines soldier for bebrebe pa Middle East wa and also thousands of soldiers are Middle East for no adofo no. And so kona igidi pa Middle East wa Awurade Nyankopɔn omo wiase pa. And according to Iran for no they have warned the US that it will confront and defeat any ground assault. Ni nyina ne say report bi enenanam framumu ya say President Donald Trump say will launch a secret ground invasion ewo Iran. Na say wo Middle East ho. And no na Iran for say secret ground invasion na President Donald Trump war no. Iran, they are going to confront and they are going to defeat Trump. Iran leaders have said they believe President Trump has secret plans to launch an invasion, while publicly claiming he is seeking to negotiate the end to the war. Trump accused of secret plans for Iran ground invasion. Ground invasion is a happen. Say the worst scenario is that other people will come in. And around Middle East, Iraq for already no, or mono vessel. This is they will come in. Shall say asumdue gradually. If we are say if Middle East one a bebo ako other countries na ehun de mawiase pa. Christian persecution so koso ewo wiase pa. Christian persecutions koso ewo wiase a enche bia na ye de story bi eba ya na sofu bi a okaka Nyankopon asem omode acid de ekune so kire se ye hyi bi no mo je se ensem no edoso yi ankasa a kire se eno so ye sign another sign ye kire se Awurade Yesu Kristo wo eba na eno na Christian teacher bi has found guilty for sharing biblical belief in a Christian school. Say they want to me and show will believe e was school mu kura nso biem. Want to me show will believe e was school mu biem. Assemble kura na AC. A troubling legal battle in the UK has drawn global attention to religious freedom in schools. Gladys Lega, a modern foreign language teacher at Bishop Justus Church of England School. Now, the assignment one says, school yeti a omontwe mami yasu. School a solid school. A solid school Bishop Justus Church of England School in Bromley was found guilty of unacceptable professional conduct after she shared belief on gender and sexuality with her 7th grade student. Liga 43 spent 12 years teaching and refused to promote LGBTQ plus any ideology, choosing instead to explain Christian views that sex outside of marriage is a sin and that every individual, she emphasized kindness, prayer, and respect for all students, including those identified as LGBT. And as low as Nkola, even some more GSS and as a primary, no, omono a bit to me cry, a who almost a medium LGBT kill plus. And the no and a church ni watch say or no dear, one the LGBT kill plus beer into. Nam or chile ma say. Empo se wo nwale na se oni be makoda is considered as sin. Enti ne bone a oyeye nyina ni. Ne bone a oyeye nyina ni a enu nso oma find ne guilty a omede no court akodi na asem. Enti this is in the Bible. You say midinti ye betam. Aha. Enti all these things are happening and this persecutions there sorry no asole pa we yebremu a China ho de okwa a wontimi nko kuta Bible say de ye kwa asole na ekura ya yetimi koyi enti sa se ye nsa so mu a ene na ese asem ebeto enti eno so Christian persecutions are arise we yebremu wo wiase a eno so chese Ewrade Yesu Kristo anti Christian teacher found guilty for sharing biblical belief in a Christian school. Yeah, Christian school. Me crowd the na me ka say bia non-Christian school. Nanka ye be hodi will be and I say the be court and the be police station and nanka Christian school. E do to me say we ase asay. E wi ase asay. Ewrade Nyankopon ensha na ko Pastor Paul J papa. Na me san so enam sa kwan we so na ma invite you to the Easter convention yeah. Basu ewo the land of salvation Ewrade nam na ko Pastor Holiday so ahye ewe bre mu mpa chaw se dem di kan no bra ne betie Ewrade Nyankopon asem a de nkwaje ebebre wo kra se de ye nyina ye gusu a ye kai bibie di adanse se Ewrade Yesu ba ene Ewrade nam na ko aso am ye hu river Euphrates previously before and after river Euphrates yeah are yeah and also a biblical what Bible me kire say Ewrade Yesu Kristo wo ba enti no me pa cho wasese yenim se sa na ma we nyina ebesi se yenim se enema we nyina esisi ampa cho enipa ben na wo se ye we yebremu enipa ben na wo se ye enti eno so ehu ensem no na in that same persecution no and mamemfa wo enko another story bia eno so ye persecute will be ono so according to say wo ye Christian nti ye persecute no na eno na mamemfa nko say a Christian politician in Finland has been convicted of a crime for publishing biblical views in marriage and also the same Bible verses yeah and also all published online so to say marriage yeah also say no LGBT kamia say yagea tuma aba abeka nipa ho Ghana na em say yeah publicly no yanyi ntumu but ukọ other countries na ukọ say ye wo two genders a wan hwa ho be kiro say bia ye wo male and female there be e wo say wo ka ye wo male ye wo female ye wo others no chese LGBT fo ne objectophilia fo ne wo mo na wo say o mewale mwa no ne enwia ne sa ne amanyama ne they are the others enti ene kura no say wo feel forms a kane no nanka ye male and female but say die ye female male and then others enti eno so ame yehu baabi awiase aduru ame yehu baabi awiase aduru Nyankopon bo wo ba ene bema na so ene de ye de others aba freedom say wanga sa opese wo yo ba wo sameti he ya me yo ba na maka say de bi ene de me nyo ba bi say me ye bema na say makoye ye me ho say mema hye mema taade e say de wiase agye saade na tu ewiase agye atomo yeah no se wo ka Bible verses bi a sorry tia saa de na na chese ye be che wakotum eno na politician bi nso so ono so wo Finland eno so wakoka saa wako publish ensem bi ato social media so a eno so no ya so ne pechi ya ye de ne prison. The country's Supreme Court found parliamentarian Parvi Ruzana guilty of hate speech for pamphlets he wrote 22 years ago. In a statement, Rosina said, "I'm shocked and profoundly disappointed that the court has failed to recognize my basic human right to freedom of expression. I stand by the teaching of my Christian faith, and I will continue to defend my and every person right to share his conviction in public square." Edu tum se maami owo gidie yi ankasa ni gidie ne so upon say wo mo so ni mo o mo de court ni adade wo say no, I will continue to defend my Christian faith. That is the kind of faith I will say eminu mienu yenya enti se ne de wontumi kwa aman bi so a se de ye ka nyame asem a yetumi ko gina dwom yetumi ko gina public square na ye ka megaphone kuraye ahomache don broadcasting na ye broadcast ka nyame asem no da bi o da bi wo ho no ma wontumi nka sa asem no unya akoka Bible verse sorry LGBTQ+ for a na ye do kokot na ye so pechi na je say ai bidia pa na wiase aduri ede ben pa na wiase ekwe wiase aduru ne end wiase adu ne pompous wa, there is no turning back. Edu ne peak, edu the end. Yeah, it just say anytime, any moment, no, the whistle can blow. Whistle ne betumi abo aben no, e betumi abo. Enti it just say sabri wo se ye de ye nkwa. E hye ye nsem. Emfa nkwa nkwhye obi ansem o. Fa hye wa wonsem. Ne decide ma ho say okra ama, okra akwadwo, okra ya, akwasi me meko heaven. Just decide never tell so say opese oko said de mami ya ono no ye say waka Bible verse against sa LGBT ya ye de ne court ya still was say me I would defend my Christian faith no. This is what we ta so wan wi anta so a si de wi ase ekono wi ase ayeden papa na eno na Finland Supreme Court is deciding if quoting the Bible can be a crime. Hey, now we are do this time da ben. We are do this time da ben. Say Finland for echirema omu Supreme Court ni omu decide say omu pass law bi echire say wo e quote Bible verse especially against anyama no majatum na, is it a crime or not? Say they are deciding on that. And so you better respond that what more they beba. And according to South Finland Supreme Court, they are deciding if quoting the Bible can be a crime. Menu mi no yet Ghana ha yet mi can be bia. Yenya so your phone see your social media so they jai. They pebia ni can you blasphemy. People are blaspheming God. En crofo can de ye pebia. Me ba cho obi maso. Wintimi enkwaka sa asem no ewo ho. Me ba cho aha aye update news end time news a ye de ebrewo ewo Holiness TV. Me ba cho we no wunya ne ba bia se Holiness TV so enko a na ye de update news e de ebrewo we ye end time news a ekire se already Yesu Kristo asem na wakan ni nyina no esisi baako esisi pa. And I'm fancha yen say yentimi amfa flooding ene earthquake in seminal emfa ambro radi nyankopon ya adoma da ochina ekono ai wo de hia same time ewo ha ye de nsoyiri ene asase wo so enso nsem no ye de bi ebebro de mi di twato ene no omo eche ne se woni nantwie no eda ai onipa woni aboa eda the young man passed out during the ceremony in front of hundreds of curious onlookers in Guri Elite. Sa abemwan o 18 years ya ni din ye Nguri Elite ya Indonesia was caught sleeping with a cow. Elite admitted his crime but claimed the cow seduced him. Asem we making cow on name mesre. Then a cow ebe seduce you. Yakazi will be seduce will be at say. Oye nipa nka e bia wo ba no na ese wo papa na ni echi kire be ma no anase wo de ne ho twitwitwu be ma eno na ye kire se wo bi esodisi wo bi according to abemu I was say na ntwie no e de ne ho be hyehye no e na ma wo ma one na ntwie no e daaye enti no omo so e force no ma wo ne ntwie no e ye dondo ping pong Indonesia memu. As part of the ritual, the bride was drowned in the ocean after the ceremony. Until nsuo kase bia na ewo Indonesia ho na omo ya wale ni wie ye akese omo di etira de nsane nyina wie ye na omo kan ntwi to nsuo nim na omo de elite ye wo 18 years nsuso eto nsuo nim na omo ma ne pie free baaye omo se omo dwale omo dwra no na omo dwra krom ni nyina so because the nome ene ede aba Indonesia. Enti we asemwe ena mede sorry so ene. Enti you could see say ewiase dum pompon so a ha ase you know kosua no aboho kosua boho a there is no way obetumi akeka kosua bo ma biemu enye ye ewiase dum pompon so a kire se Ewade Yesu Kristo oba na eyeden ena nipa etumi ene na ntwie koda abemua 18 years ehu papa ewo ho enti me pa cho Ewade Nyankopon nhyira pa se ene oje bre na wo hwe update news oje bre na hwe update news nti nhyira ene aseda kase pa enkoma de di kan chede Nyankopon ewo akwanya wo de amaye se yemfa nye yakra ho adwuma mesanso ehyira Ewade akwa passport J ene ho kanie Mrs. Augustine J Ewade Nyankopon hyira mo papa Ewade won hyira wo mo na Ewade hyira crew ni nyina MCA mo boy adwuma in fact mo boy adwuma sound mo boy adwuma nkasa camera woman Ewade Nyankopon hyira mo Ewade Nyankopon ya adoma san share da ochina sakra